Hello, and welcome to Chapter 4 in the Critical Business for Skills for Success class, Business 225. This chapter is going to discuss using data to inform decisions, a very key and critical concept in the business world, and really in any field. Data is what drives our decisions and drives our progress for your respective field, no matter what that field is, whether it's science, whether it's education, whether it's music, art. Data helps drive and help you make decisions. The bulk of the information and the key concepts for this chapter are all really going to be here in this first part of the chapter 4, 4.1. In this chapter, in this part of the chapter, you will learn key concepts beginning with qualitative and quantitative research and exactly what those two concepts mean. So make sure you read this section and grasp the concepts as you are making your discussion post and doing your research for this week. These concepts should appear in your responses. And I'll be quite transparent here. These concepts are actually going to be part of your upcoming assignments and projects. So make sure you really read and delve into these concepts. And if you have questions, be sure to ask so I can give you, more help, more guidance as you need it. But 4.1 really gives you the meat of what you'll need for the for the data decision and data informing part of this chapter, because the rest of the chapter, as you will see, is really support mechanisms for this discussion on data. You will, if you progress through the chapter, you'll see how to choose visualization to report out or talk about your data, the kind of graph you'll use, why you should choose that graph. Is it a bar graph? Is it a pie graph? Those kind of things. You will, you continue on. You'll get a little bit of discussion and overview about using Excel to how you can create your charts. If you're not familiar with Excel, this will be a great introduction for you and a great overview for how you can use Excel to make your charts. I love Excel. I think it's the best tool ever made, especially when you're talking about business and how to use Excel to create different elements that you'll need to tell your story, ultimately tell your story. And data essentially tells your story or tells a story. And that's what chapter 4 continues on to really talk about. The role of storytelling with creating data, reading data, manipulating data, reviewing data, and just how to go about crafting your story. What is the story that you're trying to tell? What do you want your data to convey to your audience? So chapters 4 is relatively short, but very sweet, very critical, very essential. But make sure you spend some time diving into it, wrapping your arms around it, and being comfortable with it. It's a very critical chapter that will prove to be invaluable with your upcoming assignments and projects for the remainder of this class. So review your discussion question this week, which has you talk about reviewing data from the perspective of a business owner. You kind of get a little bit of exposure to a scenario that includes a data worksheet that provides some information about sales and revenue and different data points over a period of time. So make sure you download this data spreadsheet, review it, kind of match it up against the question, and make sure that you are answering the questions in the discussion post. Again, you will see some of these things show up again in the upcoming assignments that you'll be able to connect this to. So, and don't forget to respond to at least 2 of your classmates this week. Okay? So have a good week and let me know if you have any questions.